Is the time of the month now where we are learning what's happening around Salt Lake City over the next few weeks.
Yeah, Ron is outside. He's joined with Valarata of CityCast Salt Lake to discuss Saturday travel as the marathon's going to close some roads. Hey, Ron.
Hey, good morning, Lindsay. And I got to say, I need to confirm your weather forecast. You're spot on. As always, the temperature's really dropped out here, and Allie's a little chilly.
I am. We're in the wind. We're in the zone.
We are in the zone. Okay, right now, we're at the corner of State and South Temple. A lot of cars zipping around, but Saturday, it's going to be a different story.
That's right. Saturday is the Salt Lake City Marathon, which if you are new in town, buckle in and plan to either be on the run or staying at home because there'll be a lot of street closures, including this corner, which is a really busy one. But it's all worth it because the Salt Lake City Marathon is a wonderful way to raise money for the Huntsman Cancer Institute, which, Ron, find someone whose life has not been affected by cancer. You can't. So I think this is a really wonderful way for the city to come together and raise some funds. Also, such an incredible way to see the city, like to be able to run through closed streets, have a different view of Salt Lake. You go all the way down to Holiday and then come back up. It's torturous for the runner.
It's at Library Square, right?
Yes, ends Library Square right outside the city building. I think it's too late to register to run. If you are running this week, good luck. Plan on a cold plunge after, maybe. It's so fun to be a spectator.
It's hard to believe you're not running.
No, I'm not running. Though my boyfriend ran 2 years in a row, and to see people from the start who are in the shape of their lives and then to see them cross the finish line absolutely battered and limping is a spectacle. It is kind of heartbreaking, but they recover.
Sometimes you get on a bike and kind of go on the route, and like you say, you get a different view of Salt Lake.
I think being a spectator of the Salt Lake City Marathon is one of the most fun and, hey, free things that you can do this weekend. Bring your kids, bring the dog, get on a bike, get on rollerblades, whatever you prefer. Come on down, watch the runners, bring cowbells, make a funny sign. I actually have a dream that one day the city will host a competition for whose house can be the most decked out or whatever to support the runners. It's just fun. It's fun. But hopefully I guess if you're running a marathon, this is the weather you want.
Yeah, the weather's supposed to be really nice, according to Lindsay.
Yeah.
The next day it's supposed to be kind of soggy on Sunday. So running should be great. What else should we know about street closures and that type of thing?
Well, so if you go to the Salt Lake City Marathon's website, which I can't remember, but it's probably something like slcmarathon.com, Google it. You will get a full map of all the street closures, which I think is really useful stuff. You'll also find it in our CityCast Salt Lake newsletter on Friday morning for a guide. But just prepare. And I would say if you live in the avenues, for example, you kind of get boxed in. One year I had to get to the airport marathon morning, and it was honestly frightening. So just plan on that. And I will say Saturday morning is when stuff's really going to be shuttered. By noon, by 1 p.m., everything starts to lift. They do a really good job opening streets as soon as they can. So if you've got afternoon, evening plans, you're all clear.
Okay, we want to move on. It's Earth Day, and talk to us about Earth Day.
I love this holiday. This year, Earth Day is 55 years old. And
the Earth much older, though.
The Earth much older, yes. But celebration of the Earth also much older. But legislatively, 55 years of Earth Day. And there are a couple really fun things that you can do today to celebrate. The thing that I will be doing. So if you haven't been over to Sunroom Coffee, it's a fairly new coffee shop on the west side of Salt Lake City, kind of Marmalade area. And if you bring your own cup, Ron, you will get a free matcha. You hear me, people? Free matcha. So bring your own cup. They said up to 24 ounces. So not a big gulp, but big. And if you bring your own cup and don't order the matcha, your coffee is half off. So expect lines at Sunroom Coffee, but I also think lines are fun. It's a good way to make friends.
Okay, and water conservation. We wanted to talk a little bit about that. Because I know you're an expert on that kind of stuff.
The way we go from topic to topic. Here's the thing I want everyone to know. If you are in Salt Lake City for work or for living, you should know that according to Mayor Aaron Mendenhall, we are now in stage 2 drought restrictions. That's pretty serious business. Our reservoirs are looking okay, but we all know we had a wonky winter, a bad winter, some would say, in terms of snowfall. So it's going to be on all of us to really be careful conserving water. Whether you are an alfalfa farmer or you just have a beautiful lawn in front of your house, we really all have to step up. The state is asking that we do not start watering any lawns or vegetation until May 15th. I have been out and about in this city and I've seen a lot of sprinklers running.
I have too.
Yes. So please, please, please try and abide that restriction and not start watering your lawn until May 15th. Your team is down covering a wildfire today, right? We are going to need as much water as possible this summer to fight those kinds of fires. That is more important to our collective than your lawn.
You're absolutely right. Okay. How can people listen to the best podcast in the world? Let us know.
Yeah, call her daddy who. Okay, CityCast Salt Lake. You can find us on Instagram at CityCastSLC. We have a website, saltlake.citycast.fm. And then wherever you listen to podcasts, type in CityCast, like a rod, Salt Lake, and you'll find us. And we'll keep you up to date, just like this.
Okay, Allie's great. You got to check him out for sure. And where's the free matcha today?
Yes, Sunroom Coffee. Bring your own cup, free matcha.
So I'll be a matcha man.
Exactly. Matcha's never been hotter.
We were waiting
Back
for
to
it,
you.
Ron. We were waiting for you to say that, and you did not disappoint us. So thank you. We appreciate it.